So it's been about 3 weeks since I received my ECOFLOW alternator charger. And it's been really hot outside. So I'm going to go ahead and install this today. I no longer need solar panels on the vehicle. And I can go ahead and now get charged to my ECOFLOW solar generator device without having to attach solar panels. So every time I turn the vehicle on, power goes from the alternator to the battery, from the battery to the device by way of the ECOFLOW alternator charger. Let me show you what I've done so far. It is still too hot right now. This is a second gen Sequoia, Toyota Sequoia. You can see I ran the actual 2 wires up there, and they went through there as I snaked them through right there through that grommet. Can you folks see that? Yeah, right there. And so they're coming around here. Already got this piece hooked up. This is the fuse right here, and I tucked the other 2 wires down for right now. I gotta hook them up to the positive, okay, right here, and then the other one I'm gonna hook up to the ground that goes right here to the vehicle. And from that point, all I gotta do is hook up the inside. Stay tuned. This tape that I'm moving is the electric tape that I use to snake my wires through the rubber grommet that goes to the interior. So that's all this is. And since I already have the fuse hooked up over here, now I can go ahead and apply the additional wire to here, and then I can go ahead and put on the necessary washer, number 1, lock nut, number 2, and then I can go ahead and screw on my bolt here. Be careful, the screws are very tiny, so you definitely want to make sure you don't lose them. Okay, those are tight. Clamp this back on, and I can go ahead and get ready for my ground. So here's my ground, and it's split between this ground to the body and to the battery. I can use either one of these, but I'll use this one here instead. Once again, we want to be careful. Want to put this out of the way. You can hand tighten it at this point. Now we can take the socket and do the rest. That's tight. And then we can go in here and we can leave the fuse like this, or we can stuff it down there. This is fine with me. Everything in here is completely installed. Okay, quite simple to do. Red to red and the black to the ground. Let's go inside. Now I remind you, I have not taken out my kick panel, my panels along the side to put this wire underneath. I'll do that at a later time. Same back here. I just got the wire following over because I want to hook it up first and I want to make sure everything works out perfectly. Okay, so it's time to go ahead and hook up the ECOFLOW alternator charger. You'll notice these are labeled on the top. You can't mess up. This is your Wi-Fi. This hooks up to your car. This hooks up to your battery. And this is sort of like a telephone port. But the secret here is that button on the side. This button is what you're going to have to push in order to turn the alternator charger on. So let's go ahead and go over to the vehicle and we're going to start hooking up everything. Here's the mounting brackets. And if you're going to mount this in your vehicle, you have the mounting brackets and the bolts and all that kind of stuff. And this is your little pin key in order to take these connections off once they're on, because there's no other way to do it. Okay, it's going to be very difficult, but make sure you don't lose this. Okay. And I like to keep everything in sort of like a Ziploc bag, a bigger one, and I label it, you know, whatever the name of the product is. In this case, we're talking about the ECOFLOW alternator charger. Let's go over to the vehicle. So I apologize in advance. The audio is much better now because I now have my DJI mic on. So this is the actual wire that's coming from the main harness, coming from your engine. Okay, and you'll notice it says alternator in. And so when you look at this product here, you'll notice you got your vehicle, you got your battery, and so forth. Now, this will be the car. And all you got to do is see the car emblem, match it up. Go ahead. We're going to plug that in. And that's in. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this shorter cord here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and you'll notice it says battery here. Okay, it also says battery on here. Once again, this is a second gen Toyota Sequoia. Make sure your emblems are always up. Those are plugged in. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is take this in here. And most of you who have ECOFLOW products, what you don't know is that on the side, you have the ability to expand your battery capacity, okay? But what you don't know is also used as a charge port for this specific application. So if you go in closer here, let me see if I can get a little closer. I can't get in as close as I want, but this here says extra battery port 1, extra battery port 2. That's if you have 2 external extra batteries. And this is the Delta Max 2000, the first generation. And we're going to go with the 1, and we're simply going to plug in right here. That's in. Now, what we want to do is go ahead and turn this around. Okay, let's see if we can maneuver this stuff here. You notice there's a red light, if you notice that. And what you're going to have to do is remember this side port here, this last one on the end, looks like some sort of phone jack. You want to push that button right there. Let me get back in here again. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I got to start my vehicle. Let's go and start my vehicle. All right, you notice there's a green light, and you'll notice I'm getting power coming in from my vehicle. Let's see if I can get in a little closer and show you folks that really quick. Are you able to see that? So I got 286, 300, and it'll climb. It has the capability of going up to 800 watts. But what you could do is go into the app. Once you download it on your phone, the same application, the ECOFLOW app on your phone that you control all your other devices, will load this device on there too. And what you do, if you don't have a large enough alternator that's not going to put a strain on your vehicle, go ahead and go into the app and you can turn it down. Right now it's at 800 coming in. So I can turn this down to 400. And previously when I was when I had the ECOFLOW solar panels on top of the vehicle, they were 100 each, a total of 200 watts. I was getting about 150, 175 at times. So even if I turned this down to just 200 watts coming in or 300, I'll be okay, because that's all I wanted to come in to control and power up my Dometic CFX 75DZ. And if I decide to add any other appliances, I can always add more wattage. But it says it's got 2 hours for this to be completely charged. And it will only do this, may I remind you, only do this when the vehicle is running. But this is pretty much it. We're done. It's quite simple, okay? So now that we're a little bit closer, I wanted to just inform you all that the input coming from your motor will eventually go down as the power station powers up. So the more power, the more percentage, the less you need, okay? Just wanted to let you folks know that. But this is great news. I'm really happy. Well, I have my ECOFLOW alternator charger, 800 watts. We're gonna go into it right now. I've already hooked this up and installed everything to my Toyota Sequoia 2nd generation Toyota Platinum. You can see I'm getting 13 volts in. The power completely coming in is 800 watts. And you can see I'm at 41% on my Delta Max 2000 1st gen. In about an hour and 43 minutes, it states that I'll be fully charged. But I'm not concerned about that. You notice down here it says charge, reverse charge, or battery maintenance. So for some reason, if something go wrong where this unit is pulling too much from my alternator and battery, I can reverse charge, strengthen my battery, and get it powered back up, and then control the charge that's coming in. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply go up in the top right corner and push that little hexagon, and I am going to now look at the output power, and then you have the starting voltage right here. We're going to push starting voltage, okay? So you set the starting voltage to match the car engine voltage, all right? You hear some people say 14 or 13 or whatever that is, all right? And here's your firmware update. Firmware is up to date, and you have specifications here, okay? You got your serial number and all that good stuff, all right? Now, let's go over here to the output. I'm gonna take mine down to 400 because previously I had some rigid panels by ECOFLOW, solar panels on the roof of my vehicle. I had 2 of them, 100 watts each, which totaled 200 watts. More than enough to control my Dometic CFX DZ75. So I'm gonna do this at 400 watts because I was getting roughly 175 watts from the solar panels. So 400 won't put a lot of stress on my vehicle. And there we are. That's all I need here. And when you go back over here, you'll notice that it's gonna take approximately 3 hours and 41 minutes to fully charge this up, which I'm not concerned about at all, okay? So other than that, people, that's what I wanted to tell you. Otherwise, you take care.